Hello underachievers. So today I thought I'd do a quick Q&A because there are a lot of questions that people ask me that I haven't answered yet. And usually when I do Q&As they relate to like trans stuff or gay stuff, and like that's cool, I'm fine with talking about that stuff, but I kind of just want a general Q&A when I can talk about anything else, because there are other things that go on in my life. So yeah, let's get started. George asked, dog of the day. So today's dog of the day is this guy, or girl. I don't really want to zoom in on the, I found this on a Facebook page, which is where I found a lot of my dog pics. But I just think they're really cute, the way they're sitting, their little paws, their little puffy toes, little squinty happy eyes. It's really cute. A big chunk. Will you do a collab with Miles while he's in London? Hell yeah, I'm doing a collab with Miles. Hell yeah, yes, it's happening. He's actually staying over at my house for a few days, and I'm so excited because the longest time I spent with him is like a day, which is not enough. Because we get on really well. We get on like weirdly well for people that have only met in person like once or twice. But yeah, he's my boy. I love him. He's so great. What's your worst habit? I have a habit of taking very close-up flash pictures of every time I get a spot, and I do it literally everywhere I am. Like I'll do it on the tube, I'll do it in the living room when guests are around. That's a bad habit. I also swear too much. I think I'm too loud, but that's not a habit. The question wasn't what do you hate about yourself, so I'm just gonna go into the next question. How long have you and Corey been together? Technically, I don't know. It's pretty much has been around 11 months, or just over 11 months. Our first date was on the 25th of August 2018, so I guess we've been dating since then, but neither of us remember when we made it official because we're not like, we don't make big deals out of stuff like that. So I'd say like 11 months, nearly a year. We're counting next month as our year. Least favorite writing utensil? Honestly, I just hate wood. And some pencils are fine, like, right. The type of wood I hate is like the dry wood that's not got anything over it to make it less dry. Like, you know those chopsticks you get at Chinese takeaways, like the horrible dry ones that make you feel like you're chewing on. Bleh. I just have some really weird issue with dry wood, and I can't explain it. I hate it. So I guess really dry pencils. If you didn't live in England, where would you like to live? I always want to live in England. I always want to live in England. So far in my life, I've never wanted to really live anywhere else. But if I did move somewhere else, it would either be Dublin, because I love Dublin and I love the Irish. I'm half Irish. I don't love half myself. But it's just, the Irish are just great to be around. Like, they're great. I can't explain it any other way. Or obviously America, but I'd have to work out where in America, because I can't stand people in LA. I just can't. Also, it's too hot there. So, I don't know, to answer your question. I don't know. I'm not moving anywhere. What is something that should never have existed and belongs in the deepest pits of hell? Onions. Onions are gross. They look horrible, they taste horrible, they feel horrible, they smell horrible, I breathe them in and I want to die. I can literally sense onions from like miles away. If someone's cooking onions in the next house, I'll be able to smell it and it will make my eyes water and I'll cry and I'll feel horrible. They're literally in everything and it makes me so sad. And sometimes there's big chunks of onions in food, and like, why would you want to eat a big chunk of onion? My brother used to eat just raw onions because he liked onions and he did it to piss me off and I hated it. And one time I was working in some canapé kitchen and I had to like peel and cut 40 onions, and I couldn't stop crying. Not crying like actually like meh, but crying as in my eyes were like watering, and I kept like, it was on my hands, and then I had an itch on my face and I had to scratch my face and I felt onion. And halfway through I was like, this is too much, I have to stop. And I was given a pair of goggles, like children's swimming goggles, and it didn't make it any better because they were so blurry and I couldn't see. And at least I couldn't see the onion, but I could feel the onion and I could smell the onion, and I was breathing in the onion, and it made me feel so horrible. I really hate onions. Ezra asked, do you like my gerbils? Yes. I love your gerbils. Do you plan on getting any tattoos? So here's the thing. I really like how tattoos look, and I love how people with tattoos look, and I like tattoos. But I also like being completely bare and not having any tattoos. I have some tiny little stick and poke that's really cute, and I don't regret it at all. I think it's adorable. It's a little smiley face made of freckles. And every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, look at the smiley face. It's a very happy boy. But I have, not commitment issues, but I'd be worried that if I got a tattoo, I wouldn't like it after a few years, and obviously they're permanent, and I'm not like... I could be like, oh yeah, screw it, let's just go do it, but I don't want that because it's on my body forever. So I'd either want to be completely covered in tattoos or be completely naked, and I can't have both, so I'd rather just be completely naked. If you could have anybody's body in the world who, this question. I would have Tom Holland's body because he's still like, looks, he's really buff, but he's also not too buff. He's just like, he looks really fit, but he's not too fit. I just want his body. It just looks really good, like really good. I want it. How toasted do you like your toast? My favorite kind of toast is like slightly yellowed. It has to be yellow enough to be crispy. Like my toast has to have crisp. It can't be like soggy toast. But also I hate it when it's so done that like it's black or like dark brown, because you can taste the cooked toast, if you get what I mean. I don't want to be able to taste like burnt stuff, but I want it to have crisp, so it has to be somewhere in the middle. Deal breakers if you weren't already in a relationship. I can't deal with people that don't have a sense of humour or that I can't take the piss out of. I can't deal with people that are too like lovey-dovey and tell me all the time like, oh, you look beautiful, or like, oh wow. I can't deal with people that don't wash. I wouldn't be in a relationship with someone I didn't find attractive. Wouldn't be in a relationship with someone who was weird about me being trans, and by weird I mean they were overly enthusiastic about me being trans to the point where they're like a chaser. I don't want to be with anyone that has a preference for trans people, even if it's not them being a chaser. I don't want them to find the fact that I'm trans attractive, but I also don't want them to be uncomfortable with me being trans. There needs to be somewhere in the middle where they can just like, it's not a thing for them, where it doesn't change any situation. Can't be with someone that's racist or has like drastically different views than me. Obviously I can be around people with different views than me because a lot of my friends have different views than me. But for example, a drastically different view to me is that they think black people should die. I can't be around someone like that. My relationship's good at the moment, it's great. So what's your go-to emo album at the moment? So it used to be 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, which obviously, you know, up here. But for some reason it's been Infinity on High, which was never really my favourite Fall Out Boy album. But I've been listening to it a lot, and you know, like, You're Crashing But You're No Wave, that is a banger. Infinity on High is such a sick album. Like, if you haven't listened to it, and then listen to new Fall Out Boy, and then be disappointed. How's music going for you? Are you planning to release more soon? Music's going good. I am planning to release some more. I'm not sure when it will be, and I don't want to rush it. It may be a while, and I'm sorry if that sucks for you, but I don't want to release something that I'm not proud of and that I'm not happy with. A lot of people are like, oh, I love Asthma Attack. The new music is nothing like Asthma Attack. I'm writing it now. It's nothing like that. So if you expect... The door just opened. Okay. So if you're expecting anything like that, you're going to be disappointed. But yeah, I can't give you a time frame, but I am writing and I am working on it, and I'm a lot happier with it than my old stuff. It's got definitely more of a rock influence than whatever Asthma Attack was. Also, the reason it's taking so long is because my voice has been breaking, and it's only just stopped breaking, and I'm still not sure, you know, I'm not completely confident with my voice yet. I don't know what stuff I can sing or how I can sing it, or, you know, it's a weird time for me vocally. I hope you're doing good today, thank you. And what's your opinion on marriage? I don't think marriage is necessary or a thing that everyone should be expected to go through. Personally, I've never had a positive experience of marriage my whole life. There is not a single person in my family that is married, and by saying that, obviously someone in my distant family will be married, but here's a story for you. So, my nan, on my dad's side, she had 4 kids. 4 of them got married, 4 of them got divorced terribly, and 1 of them died. On my mum's side of the family, her dad had 4 kids, 3 got married, 3 got divorced. The one that didn't get married is in a great relationship right now, so you know, it's, yeah. Also, my parents got divorced, and it was terrible, and it was terrible for them, and it was a terrible situation for me. Honestly, it sucked. I cannot explain to you how bad it was. So I've never had a good experience of marriage. I don't feel the need to ever get married in my life, but if the person I'm with wants to get married, I'm fine with getting married. It's not something that I'd be like extremely against, but I just don't see the need. Obviously, the financial side of things, that it has an effect on that, but marriage has never really been a thing for me. Llamas or sheep? Llamas. Favorite pair of socks? Now, fun fact, I have 10 pairs of the exact same pair of socks, because they're the only socks I wear because I like how they look. They look like this, they go with everything, they match everything. Those are the only ones I wear. How'd you learn to play instruments and stuff? I taught myself guitar completely, never had a lesson. I got drum lessons, so I didn't teach myself drums. With the ukulele, we had a ukulele workshop at my school when I was 12, and they taught me like 3 chords, but from then, I've taught myself the rest of it, and I've taught myself bass. What did you always want to try but never had the courage to do? As a kid, I was really into acting, and I was very outgoing. Then when I went to senior school, I got bullied and my self-esteem went terribly down, and because of that, I didn't feel comfortable acting in front of anybody. I'm not saying my dream job is being an actor, because it's not, but I'd like to do that because I enjoy it. But then, like, I'm also scared now because of past experiences. What's the most embarrassing experience you've had that, looking back on it, you could have easily avoided? I've never talked about this online, but in my first year of my senior school, it was the end of the day and we were all getting picked up by our parents, and I was sat with one girl, because we were the last 2 people left because our parents hadn't picked us up yet, and I was like, as a joke, literally this was a joke, and these are jokes that we made to each other at school, like we made these kind of jokes, it's not me being a dick if it sounds like that. I was like, oh, where's your mum? Does she not love you? Is she not gonna pick you up? Obviously as a joke, like I was saying, you're like, ooh, does your mum not love you? But like not in a, I can't. You get what I mean, right? And she was like, I don't know, just late. And I was like, okay, and that's all I thought of it. And then the next week I heard that her mum died the year before, and I felt dreadful, and it never got brought up. And I'm sorry to you, you know who you are, that I made that joke. I didn't know. that's embarrassing and awkward. I'm sorry. There's more awkward stories, embarrassing stories, but that's not what I wanted to tell today. Would you say you're somebody with strong opinions? Yes and no. It depends what the opinion's on. Most of the time, if I haven't got an informed opinion on something, I'll listen to both sides and I'll see both sides, and usually I'll be like, okay, I can side with you and also with you. Obviously, if one side makes more sense, I'll side with that side, but I have strong opinions in the sense that if you're being a dick, I'm gonna tell you that you're being a dick. Favorite dog breed? My favorite dog breed is a boxer. I love boxer dogs. They're adorable and perfect, and they have big heads and squishy heads, and they've got big necks, which I love, and big bodies. They are strong. I like big dogs with like big necks and big heads and big bodies so that I can feel like they actually are hugging me when they hug me. I just love boxers. I also really love pit bulls and staffies and stuff like that. Craziest story from boarding school? I don't think I've told this one online, it's weird. Pretty much, my first night of boarding school, I was in my dormitory with my friend, we were just chilling out, we had a long day, we'd had a long day, and we were like, you know, cooling down from the day, because it's a lot when you go to boarding school. And then, sometime when we were about to go to bed, 2 girls walked into our room, completely naked, just brushing their teeth, didn't say a word, and just sat on our beds while we were in them. Like, they just sat there naked, brushing their teeth, which is odd. They also pissed in bins. There's a lot of stories I could talk about. I could make a whole separate video about that. How many times have you got proper wasted? 0, I don't drink. Last question, because I'm really tired. Have you had a rude YouTuber/celebrity encounter? Yes, I have. I could go on for days and I could rant about this for days, and there's no point guessing who this encounter was with or who these encounters were with, because you're not going to guess it. Pretty much, I just have an issue with celebrities or YouTubers that think they're better than other people because they have less followers or less fame. I've had a lot of encounters where people act like you don't exist, even in a setting where you're supposed to be, like, socializing. A lot of the time, I've met people that are so up themselves, like incredibly up themselves, it makes me feel ill. And it's only because they're famous or they have a large following. And these people only care about other people who are famous or have large followings. And I didn't think that this was a thing that happened, because most of the time, YouTubers or celebrities I met were lovely, but like, it's something that happens and it sucks. And meeting people like that has just made me be more aware that I don't matter, realistically. It's just, I dislike people like that. Hello, I am recording a video.
Oh, okay. Bye.
What is that?
It's Iron Brew.
Come say hi.
Okay. I'm very sweaty. Hi.
Hello. Say bye.
Bye.
That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Have a good day or don't. See you later, losers. Come punch it. Have a punch. Very lightly. Not with your ring. Hell yeah.
It's not the ring hand.
Good. Alright. See ya. Thanks. Bye.